Hello, so this is updating you about my no spend January. It's going really well. I have had to buy a few bits. Like for example, I've had to order a new jumper for my son at school. Because his other ones are starting to get too small, and it was recommended by the school that he have a next size up of jumper because he's still having trouble sort of trying to change himself, because he's been doing swimming in the last 2 weeks with the school, and he does his swimming lessons on Saturday, but I'm there with him on the Saturdays. So in the week he's been, go to swim with his class, and he needs to learn to dress himself. So we've been doing that. I lay him out, and then he puts them on. And I just leave him to it until he puts them on. And I try my hardest not to help. It's very difficult. It is because I think as a mum, your instinct is to help, but that's not going to do no good because he needs to learn to dress himself for his independence. So, it's taking a step back. So that was one thing that I had to buy. And then the other things that I've needs to pay a bill, and I've now got one more because I've got two. Got a credit card that I got from Amazon that I'm paying off, and I've cancelled that card now, but I just need to pay it off. And so far, and I'm getting to the end of that debt now, thankfully. So the next payment I make should take it to zero, because I haven't spent no money on it because I've actually cancelled using the card. So and so to make sure I can't use it, because it's so easy, I think, because it's like with Amazon, you just click. But also I always make sure I've got some cash in my purse, and there's one tip I would give is put some cash in your purse, even if it's 20 or 30 quid, because this week I had to buy my own dinner because I live with my mum and stepdad at the minute, and so I'm quite lucky that I do get meals cooked for me. But some days if my mum's working late and I get myself something, so I went to Sainsbury's and I forgot I had 20 quid in my purse, and I used that to pay for something to eat, and I need some new sort of sanitary towels. So just as I was doing this video, I ran out of storage, so I've just had to quickly go through my images on my phone, on my camera, to delete. So I've been keeping track every day of what I've been spending, and I've done a list for February of things that I want to purchase. So this is the notebook here, and yes, I was out shopping and I realised I forgot that I had 20 quid in my purse. So I used that to pay for that meal. And then I needed to top up my Oyster card, which I use for travelling, and I used that other tenner to pay for that travel, so I didn't have to use my card. And so that for me, it's been a real good realisation of how to spend logically and spend wisely rather than impulse buying. And making options on where to go shopping, because I do check on different prices, and actual fact, I mean, I could got my sanitary towels and that from Boots, but because that Sainsbury's really very busy, because where it's located, I went into that store and literally picked up the gear, bought stuff, and then I could walk on home. And this is after I've come back from looking after my son. So, it's been a real good lesson for me that of spending logically, and that's going to be my word for this year's build. And that's one thing I want to build up my finances, clear off my debts, have money saved, make sure I've also got cash on me. I give my son a holiday allowance, and the one thing I did do as well, with the help of a lady called Caden, I hope I said her name right then, so I have got it wrong, and and it was watching her videos that inspired me to do No Spend January, because I thought, yes, I really want to pay for debts now, and I thought, yes, let's do it, let's try it and see how it goes. And one thing that in one of her videos that she did, she went through about budgeting for the whole year. So I did that, and so I used this notebook, and I do some own quarters. I've done that for the last few years. Here's quarterly goals for myself financially and with other stuff as well. And so for the first quarter, I've written down all the things that I want to finish, but all the things that I want to pay out for this month. So the goal is to, because I'm looking for some work outside to do, because I don't want to be sitting on them all the time. I want to be sort of doing other type of work to help me build my blogs and build my knowledge and my skills. Then I give Henry an allowance of £30. Also, if there's any events at my son's school that I need to pay for, but normally, working alongside his dad, he set that up, so that's one thing I haven't needed to worry about. Check out rugby clubs for Henry to join, because he really loves his sport, and he does swimming on Saturdays, but I really would like to take him to a rugby club, because he's really into rugby, where he could play with other kids, and so that's on the agenda. So still gonna look for that, even if it's not this month. Make sure it's done within this quarter. So that's January, and then for February, I've got some other things. So to pay off my Amazon card, that should be the next thing that I'll pay off. Putting £20 in his bank account, because he has an account of his own, which he can't withdraw until he's 18. So I want to build that up, so he don't want him worrying about money. And so, not to bore you, but I've done sort of plan, for February, March, and I've planned for April, May, for the whole year. So give me some sort of direction of where I need to, put money and invest in. And that's what it's about, is investing and spending logically. That I've learned a lot since doing this No Spend January. So I really hope that these videos are helping you. And if you want to check out this challenge, I would consider it. And it's been a real good lesson. So I'm going to keep on, and thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.